Alright, so this is part 3 that we're on now. We are now just entering the Water Palace with Gemma here. And at this point, Schizo and I imagine, are very confused as to what the fuck just happened. Not exactly here, but we've had a few recording mistakes. And that'll come up in, I believe, the next video, where you'll suddenly realize I have a mysterious girl that starts following me out of nowhere. Yeah.
More on that later.
So, this dialogue fest is just some backstory about what's going on, the whole setup and everything, and how the mana sword works, and all that fun stuff.
Apparently you have to load this sword with seed. More innuendo. And apparently orbs that must be found.
One of which, if you remember, we found after we killed the mantis ant. So pretty much every boss tends to actually drop an orb, and it'll be used for one specific weapon to help level up its ability and everything. In the next video, or the video after, I'm seriously lost at this point, because I don't know where each video starts and ends anymore. We're going to get to a character named Watts. He's our blacksmith, and I'm getting way too ahead of myself. We'll get to that when we get to Watts. Unfortunately, there's not a lot going on here.
Storyline, that's about it.
Yeah. I really pretty much just stopped paying attention a couple minutes ago so I could light a cigarette and get ready, look for a lighter. Looked back up and, wow, still dialogue. And I still have to go through the possibly endless loop of Luca material. This is the shortest version you can do. These selections that I'm making for dialogue don't matter at all. It just determines what she tells you. It doesn't take any longer to go through one or another. However, if you pick the next ability wrong, if you pick who me there, it'll cycle over and over and over. I accidentally did that one of my playthroughs that I did. I just was fast forwarding and, hitting continue over and over again, and realized that I should not have to take 10 minutes to do this when I'm running at 900% speed.
At some point the text will end.
We'll actually get to fight stuff with a spear.
So we get to upgrade from whipping out a sword to whipping out a spear. Exciting.
Really not sure why I'm actually saving the game, because we're going purely based off save states. It is so much easier to use that when you're recording an LP, and you have to stop every 10 minutes or so. I can't plan a save spot every 10 freaking minutes. It just doesn't work. So rather than leaving the game running all the time, which actually we found out crashes SNES 9X on my computer if we leave it running for over 20 hours, yeah, we just save state, close it, restart. So yeah, I am now just equipping my bandana, and I meant to do that for a reason. Where I hit on edit, that wasn't a mistake. I meant to change the text settings to a more readable box, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. I still haven't done it in any of the further videos. Maybe I'll actually get to it eventually.
And we're stabbing. And we're stabbing.
And oh god, we're not even halfway through this video yet. So somewhere either in... yeah, it'll probably be in one of these videos. The point that I just passed there, when I actually do this on the other version, there's going to be a branch off because multiple things can happen in this whole setup, and we chose to go a different route. When you come down that path, you actually get ambushed by goblins, and the girl, which you should have seen in this video, I believe I stopped in Pandora and got knocked over by her. The way that happens in the other version, if you get captured by the goblins, you'll see that she'll save you and everything, and instead of pushing you over and just ignoring you, she goes, "Oh hey, I remember you, you were that boy that I saved," and she joins your party. The reason we did it that way is, well, Schizo's just sitting here watching me play this game, doing nothing.
Making side comments. That's all I've been doing so far.
Yeah, he actually gets a playable part in, it should be the next video, I think. It's either the next one or the one after.
What you don't see is later on the stats will just magically become greater because I spent 5 hours grinding just to, so the game would go a little faster.
Yeah. Yeah, I left for work. I went home and then, slept and then went to work. Came back to the game and suddenly we'd gained about
5 levels?
Yeah, 5 levels, 100 HP, all the upgrades for us, 9,000 gold, yeah, and our badass pretty much can't be hit by anything, as opposed to right now where I'm getting my ass kicked by almost everything I come across. Oh yeah, that 14 gold's going to come in handy later, just watch. Never mind the 11k we have sitting on the final version right now. That 14 gold is pretty damn
yeah,
important.
that's what made or break this whole thing. 14 gold. And we're stabbing plants again.
Pandora, apparently for the first time. Crap. Okay. So all that stuff about the girl that I mentioned before that happened, that apparently didn't happen, I guess it happens now. So it'll make sense in about 2 minutes.
Once we discover, oh right, we went the wrong way.
Yeah.
So we're gonna backtrack through the town again.
We'll come back to that temple. It is explained why no one talks. There's actually not a single NPC in that area that does talk. They all say the same thing. There's like 7 dots, and then they leave you alone. This town is really, really boring right now. You'll see here I get lost in the castle. I know in the back of my head I have to go left. And I go left, I get here,
turn around.
Yeah, for some reason
the other way.
I don't see the little kid disappear in the middle of nothingness, and I'm convinced, oh wait, I have to go here. Yeah, I felt like an idiot when I did that.
And we're staring at the walls. Oh right, there's something over here.
The sad thing is, I'd done this same part like 3 times before this, and I still forgot. So yeah, there's the girl. Quite an exciting piece of dialogue I came all the way here for.
And we travel back through the castle.
By the way, there is a king up there who's the father of the princess that she's yelling at. He's not important to the story. Yet. Even when he becomes important, he's really not. He's just your healer
another guy
girls.
looks like Jeff Foxworthy.
Yeah, he gets around a lot. A lot of inbreeding going on. He's freaking everywhere. Him and the dancing turban merchant.
Oh look, we're whacking things with our spear again. Yeah, shove that spear in there.
Alright, we got like a minute or so left in this video.
God, this video's still going. Can't believe I sat on the couch watching you do all this.
I know.
Oh, gotta kill the rabbi. Yeah.
The nice thing about Schizo actually grinding through this stuff is none of that's recorded. You don't have to watch his 5 hours of grinding crap.
I tried. He said no.
Yeah, maybe eventually we'll make a grinding video for like Final Fantasy VII or something, and you can just watch Schizo zone out and just beat stuff to death forever. You can go to sleep to it. I'm sure it's calming somehow. Yeah, the nice thing about having him grind out the levels and everything is after we get through this initial crap, where really this stuff is just too boring to grind, it sucks so much.
It really does go faster.
Yeah, once we're leveled up higher, the few enemies that we do sit around and actually beat the crap out of to actually get the little experience they're worth
Are mostly just in the way.
Yeah. It just gets to the point where we see something and we hit it to get it out of the way, and if we crit the thing but don't kill it, we might stick around and actually get it, because it's worth the 3 seconds to take it out at that point. Other than that, if we just like... Yeah. So, recording's over.